Hello guys and welcome back to Starbase. Today I've got a special video for you. We are going to be testing 3 different ships today. So the first one you've seen already from my previous video, it's the rail cannon tank. The second one is a slightly lighter version that uses autocannons and plasma and can also fit into tournaments if I have to. It's 1 kilotons. And then lastly we have a medium fighter which is 3 kilotons, 3000 tons. It's got 24 lasers on the top turret, a massive turret, with the main weakness of the ship is being that it's very slow. It only goes 90 kilometers per second, which is pretty slow for Starbase standards. Okay, so we're going to test all 3 of these ships against several opponents on the PTU, and we're going to start with the rail cannon tank. Let's see how this one does. So the rail tank actually did pretty decent. It was about 50-50 win or lose, whether I was up against someone slightly heavier or slightly lighter. Overall it was pretty decent. I wasn't expecting it to do that well, but it did. Next up we have the 1K variant, which uses autocannons and plasmas for rapid fire. So, the plasma autocannon version didn't do as well as the rail cannon version, mostly because the weapons were a bit weaker and they kept getting taken out very quickly, destroyed. I do need to add some more armor around those guns. The ship itself lasted a very long time on each battle. I actually cut that video very short. The ship was taking shots left, right and center and surviving. I just need to get some more armor around those guns. Okay, so next up we have a 24 laser 3,000 ton tank. We're going to see how this does against other 3,000 ton ships. Okay, so with the 3K ship we managed to get 1 win, 1 draw and mostly losses. But still, that was pretty good because we were up against very tough veteran fighters mostly, with meta ships, and I was just happy to even get 1 win and a draw even, and some of the losses were actually very close to, and considering turrets aren't even meant for dueling, they're more for large ships to target smaller ships, I think we did a pretty good job with this. And the angled armor as well, it worked very well. Every fight lasted very long, whereas my previous 3K, the Banshee, would be gone in 5 seconds, but this held up pretty well. So the only downside was my guns needed more protection. They were taken off very quickly compared to my opponents, and I noticed when I examined my opponent's ship that their guns were buried much deeper, whereas mine, even though they had barrels around them, they were not buried as deep, so that would help. And additionally, my aim was just a bit all over the place. Some matches I was very good and I was very consistent, and then other matches I was just leading my shots half a second too slow and missing 80% of my shots, so it really is something I need to get used to, aiming with the turrets. But if I can increase my aim and I can get more consistent and I can fix the gun barrels so that they're more well protected, and possibly add some more speed because I was very slow, I was a sitting duck, then I think we can have a very good ship that might be able to go on, at least on par with some of these meta ships, because they were very close today with most of my opponents, and we have lots and lots of room to improve. So next up, I really want to make a max voxel ship or something very heavy, because that was the original goal with these turrets, because they do allow you to target small targets no matter how big your ship is. So I really want to put them to their full uses and put them to full advantage by putting them on something super heavy, because the last time I did a heavy ship the turrets were like really old and clanky and they had a couple of inertia problems, and since we upgraded these turrets so much since then, I really think it's time that I get to work on something of that caliber. So that's it from me, thanks for watching. I really enjoyed those fights. Last weekend we also had a mini EOSCon, so if anyone wants to check that out, I didn't record any, but Happy Trigger and some other streamers did record it on Twitch, and Happy Trigger also has another YouTube channel now which he keeps the recordings, including some of the fighting we did, and the last EOSCon, so if you want to see that I will link that in the description. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.